What's up, guys, and welcome to the channel. And here are 5 things we learned this season, starting with number 1. Arsenal showed growth this season. Last season, Arsenal were good, they played well, they were attacking, they were a very young side, but towards the end they fell short. I felt Arsenal lost the league last season due to lack of experience. It was the first time they were getting to that kind of situation in a very long period of time with Mikel Arteta. They were all very young. Bukayo Saka, Odegaard, Saliba. These were young people. But this season, you could tell they they showed growth, they became more matured. Arsenal actually played so well this season. Any big team that came to the Emirates, Arsenal smacked them. Man City, we went there, they got 3 points. Liverpool went there, they got 3 points. Manchester United, every big team that went there, Arsenal got 3 points for them. And you could talk about even when they went away to the other teams, they actually took points away from those teams. Like, teams were actually finding it difficult to break them down. Even Klopp, I think even when they played Klopp was like, what a team. He made that kind of statement, was like, what a team, because Arsenal were actually very good this season. But this season, they actually showed growth. If there's one thing Arsenal showed this season, or I learned this season, was Arsenal showed growth. And also you can tell there's so much room for improvement, because they're a very young side. Declan Rice is young, Saliba is young, I think Gabriel is young, Saka is young. Even without a striker, they were still able to push us to the last day. So this season, Arsenal showed growth, and you can say maybe the future is bright for them. Going on to number 2, VAR messed everyone up. VAR messed Arsenal up. I'm not sure there's any big team this season VAR they mess up. VAR messed Arsenal up, Man City, Liverpool. Like, VAR cost most people points this season. I don't think this will improve, even as we're approaching next season. It will always be there. Referees will keep making some decisions that won't make sense. And sometimes it could be in your favor, and sometimes it couldn't be in your favor. And that's the truth. So the way VAR is, sometimes you just have to pray VAR is in your favor. Right now, once you just see VAR on the screen, you're like, oh, please be in my favor. But I hope and I pray VAR improves, and I hope as we even approach next season, the decisions becomes much better. Like, the referee's decisions becomes much better, because this season it was just too much. The inconsistency was just too much from the referee officials and all of them. Hopefully next season VAR should improve, but I'm not confident in VAR improving. I'm not saying it should be scrapped. The technology is good, but it's just the people handling the technology, and we pray for it to be better. Going on to number 3, and for number 3, I want to say, if there's one thing we learned this season, is defense don't win you titles. There used to be this saying, defense win you titles. And I'm sure it was Fergie that said it, but we all learned this season defense doesn't win you titles, because Arsenal this season, oh my God, Arsenal this season were very, very good defensively. Saliba and Gabriel, you can say, were the best partnership in the Premier League. Like, they were the best defenders in the Premier League. For me, my best defender this season was Gabriel, followed by Saliba, and I can say Van Dijk. Yeah, I can say Van Dijk. It's just shocking that Man City, we didn't have any defender that was like top 3 this season. None of our defenders were actually top 3 this season. But for this season, Saliba and Gabriel were excellent, but defense don't win you titles, because Arsenal were keeping clean sheets. Even when we win games, we might beat a team like 4-1, 3-1. We were scoring goals, but Arsenal will actually win 3 goals. I can remember after they came back from Dubai, I think after it was January period, they came back from Dubai and they were slapping teams and keeping clean sheets, basically. But then again, I guess it wasn't enough. And if there's one thing, like I said, we learned this season, defense don't win you titles. And if you ask me what win you titles, honestly, it came down to fine margins. Sometimes you just have to pray, luck have to be on your side. But Of course, the advantage of having one of the best managers of all time, Pep Guardiola, having experienced players like Haaland, Kevin De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva, people that have done it in the past helps as well. But this season, it actually came down to fine margins. If Son had put that ball behind the net, I won't be here. I won't be here talking. I won't be honestly. I won't be here talking. And maybe you could say if Arsenal had done their job as well. So both ways, it works both ways. But for me, I felt it came down to fine margins and luck have to just be on your side. But if there's one thing, like I said, we've learned, defense don't win you titles. Defense, you can be the team with the best defensive record, but you might end up not winning the title. And now going on to number 4 is I just want to talk about Klopp leaving. And honestly, it was a very big surprise for everyone. Liverpool fans, I'm not sure they saw it coming. And all I myself, I was very surprised because I always felt Pep would be the one to leave first. Then Klopp will actually stay, dominate for a very for a period of time, win titles because we all know Pep Guardiola's presence has actually affected him not winning more titles in the Premier League. But hey, like I said, he's running out of energy and he left on a very high note. It's not easy to winning. It's not easy to win one Premier League. He won everything: the Champions League, FIFA Club World Cup, Premier League. He gave everything. He gave it his all. His football was very, very good to watch. I enjoy watching his style of football. And at one point this season, I actually felt they were going to win the league, honestly, because they were defending very well. They were scoring goals, but they fell short due to injuries, I can say, and also some of their players not converting their chances. Darwin Nunes, they always create chance against other teams, but they fail to convert it. But Klopp leaving is one thing we all didn't see happening this season. That's when he made the announcement, basically. So, hey, that's one thing I would say I learned this season, that, hey, Klopp is leaving. And the final one is 4 in a row is possible. If there's one thing we all have learned this season is you can win 1, you can win 2, you can win 3, and right now you know you can actually do 4 in a row. I don't think there's any manager right now in Europe that can come into that Man City team and do 4 in a row. Pep Guardiola is just that 1% of the 1% of the 1%. I remember when this guy came into the Premier League, they said it wasn't going to work. When he brought in Bravo, they said this tiki-taka thing is not going to work in England. It's not really going to work. But Pep stuck to his principles, and he brought in Henderson. And today, if Pep Guardiola decides to leave the Premier League today, he will be seen as the Premier League legend. The debate is there. People can actually debate him being the best manager ever in the Premier League, up there with Fergie. And there will be people that will say, oh, it's Fergie. People will bring it down to number of titles won and all. But I'm just here to say 4 in a row is possible, and that is due to Pep Guardiola. In a season where Man City were not very good defensively like Arsenal, in a season where we lost Kevin De Bruyne for 5 months, in a season where Haaland went missing in some games, he wasn't converting chance. He went missing due to he had injuries. He was missing for 2 months, but still we came out top at the end, and I'm very happy. And maybe who knows, 5 in a row could be possible. Let me know what you think, guys, in the comment section. 5 things you learned this season, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you very much.